Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Ncaa State Owls, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Ncaa State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ncaa State's offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. You think there's some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Sends it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Ncaa State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Tigers' offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position.
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Ncaa State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Slides away. He'll pull it down and run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Ncaa State will have to punt this one away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The inside handoff. Got a little space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size.
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going downfield for the big play. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Catch in the middle, it's Merritt. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ncaa State right back to work. They go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Ncaa State will have to punt this one away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the run. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Guys, we're about to see this Ncaa State offense go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Williams looking for a man. And the third down pass is incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. And you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. The give to the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop the run first.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll get another look at this Ncaa State offense. maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
They'll leave it with him. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Ncaa State.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ncaa. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. The play action fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Williams will pass. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it in. It's Dean. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Ncaa State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is... There he goes! Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Ncaa State offense go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll go to the ground. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Johnson wants to throw it. Plucks it out of the air. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Ncaa State offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Military stunt.
To the ground. He's got it again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just got you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, we're about to see this Ncaa State offense go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Williams looking for a man. Sets up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Ncaa State will have to punt this one away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Green. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And that is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Ncaa State offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams.
Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Here's a heat. Got a man. It's Merritt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ncaa State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to... to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll give it to the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Ncaa State offense go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive hurdle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give on the option. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Ncaa State will have to punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch in stride inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he added the extra point.
Ncaa State, 0.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Ncaa State offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Ncaa State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown in the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. A chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Williams will pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
D's showing blitz. They might be bluffing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ncaa State will have to punt this one away. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here we go. To the air, it's Van Buren. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Guys, we're about to see this Ncaa State offense go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Gives it on the option. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. Quarterback gets past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
Give to Brown. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. The give out of the gun. Oh, better look out. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always